video is for all the tired wives that feel like you got kids that you have birthed and it feels like you have a whole grown man that you sometimes feel like you gave birth to, because you feel like you mother your husband as well. When I say mother, I just mean that nurturing spirit, that taking care of spirit, that looking after spirit. And it's a quality that I will say is not common in men, right? I remember seeing a video a long time ago saying this is how a woman goes to sleep and this is how a man goes to sleep. And they were both sitting on the couch, and the wife, like, she got up, she got the kid, brushed the kid's teeth, got them in bed, did all the things for herself, straightened up the kitchen, put the clothes away, and then the husband just got up off the couch and just went and got into the bed. Like, that is a lot of households and a lot of situations. And I work with a lot of women, in particular wives, that are just tired because of that attribute of nurturing and taking care of everything and being able to almost feel like you have eyes in the back of your head. You always got your hands on something. You're always taking care of the household. You're always taking care of your husband and the kids. And sometimes you're just tired. And I get it. But I want to give you a different way to look at this. I want to give you a different perspective. I want you to think of all of the things that you do. The looking over the kitchen, the dinner, the meals, the making sure your husband has what he needs for work, or making sure the kids have what they need for school. I want you to look at that attribute in yourself as your superpower. I want you to think about that. That is extremely powerful. For you to be able to really think about so many things at one time. And I know oftentimes that's looked at as like, oh, I'm all over the place. I can't focus on one thing. Well, sometimes we need our focus spread out. And I'm not saying all the time, and I want you to run around your life like that, like a chicken with their head cut off, not like that. But sometimes I just want you to realize that that is your superpower. Being able to take care of so many things at one time is extremely powerful. But where do you rejuvenate? Like, where do you get your energy? Where do you get your power back? And you get that back through your own self-care regimen. You need to wake up early. Or listen, you know what? Scratch that. I'm not going to say you need to wake up early. What I'm going to say is this. You need to find a time that works for you. When my children were younger, I woke up an hour before they even got up. And then I started waking up hours before they got up, because that was the only time that I had to myself. Being a stay-at-home mom, that was the only time that I had to myself uninterrupted. And so that's where you rejuvenate. That's where you get your power back. And when you sit in that stillness, in that power, in that early morning, or that lunch hour, or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, whenever you can get that peace and quiet, uninterrupted time, that's when you fill yourself back up. That's when you say, girl, I'm so proud of you. Perhaps you've been doing so much and maybe your kids are too young to say thank you, or your husband hasn't said thank you. You got to tell yourself thank you. So when your husband does say it, or when your kids do say it, it's just adding to what you've already thanked for yourself. They're not saying it and you're like grabbing onto it like it's life for you, because you haven't been filling yourself up. So I want you to reframe your thoughts around your womanhood, being a wife, and really look at it as your invisible power. You know, you set the tone, you set the energy, you set the atmosphere in your home. You know, you've heard that we are the temperature setters in our home. You've heard that. And I believe that to be so true in a lot of in a lot of homes. I'm avoiding saying most. I'm really trying to use my words carefully because I don't like making blanket statements, and I understand that everybody isn't like that. Every male-female dynamic is not the same. Every household, the woman does not cook every meal. The husband doesn't go to work. That's not every household. I have friends that don't cook, okay? Their husbands cook. I'm like, child, what does that even look like, taste like, feel like? I don't even know what that is, right? So there's different dynamics in the male and female relationship. But I'm talking to the women who are the nurturers, who are the ones that just feel like I just need a break. And especially to my moms that are still with your little ones, your toddlers, you're changing diapers. Breathe. You're doing a good job. You just need to focus on you, because you're not just a mom. You're not just a wife. There's you too, and you need to remember that. You need to keep a hold of who you are. You know, my girls are grown. Y'all, I am almost 50 years old. I've been on YouTube since I think I started on here at 34. Like, that is so crazy to me. Like, my kids were in elementary school and middle school. My oldest is 28 and my youngest will be 22. Like, that is bananas to me. And so I've been a stay-at-home mom, and I remember hearing like people saying, oh, when your kids get older, you know, sometimes you don't know what to do because you've lost yourself in your children. And I remember hearing that when my kids were young, and I took heed to that. Like, I took that very serious because I could see that being a thing, that being a possibility. I always took time for myself. Like, there was never a time where I would be like in the bathroom and my kids would, like, you know, you're in the bathroom and your kids want to come in while you sitting on the toilet and you're like, I just can't get a break. Like, that was never an issue for me because I took my break. Like, people say, oh, I can't get a break. Well, you gotta take your break. You have to take it. You have to create it. And so that's what I wanted to share with y'all. I kind of feel like I have a little bit more to say. Maybe I'll save it for another video, more geared towards wives that are, yeah, I'm thinking possibly I'm going to save that for another time and another video. Anyway, you guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in your comments below. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.